Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Dispatches from the Field and happy Oceans Week to you. The Explorers Club has always been about more than expeditions. We all share that curious thread of wanting to know more and wanting to improve the world around us. If you're new to Dispatches, you're going to have the opportunity of being able to hear from your fellow members that are all around the world and have the opportunity to connect with them as well. If you're old hand at this and you've been here before, welcome. We're always happy to see you back. Now, we're in for a special treat today, as we are every time, but this one we're going across the miles all the way to Kenya. Our featured speaker today carries with him 8 generations of knowledge, a living thread that stretches back to the 1300s when his ancestors first learned to read the wind, shape the wood, and trust the sea. Abdalla Skanda is a master dhow builder from Lamu, Kenya. He learned his craft the way it's always been learned in his family, by hand, by water, by the generations of wisdom passed down. In 2016, he co-founded the Flipflopi project and engineered the world's first sailing dhow built entirely from recycled ocean plastic. The vessel sailed, the world took notice, the president recognized Ali as a Kenyan national hero, and since then, Ali has made 3 major expeditions across the Indian Ocean and Lake Victoria, trained hundreds of apprentices on this knowledge, and proven something that the world needs to hear. The answers to our modern day problems may live in our ancient wisdom. Please welcome 2026 EC50 honoree, Abdalla Skanda.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Nice to meet you, and I'm so glad to be recognized by Explorers Club, and I'm so glad to meet you all, my fellow members and other people who are listening to us. We thank you, and as we started our first recycled sailing dhow in this planet, we had an agenda and aim on how we can tackle the plastic pollution. For this short, I will pleased to show you a little video where we started our project, and behind it, I'll just have more story to tell on how we have been going on and how we are at the moment. Thank you for that. Enjoy your video.
Here in Lamu on the Kenya coast, we collected over 33 tons of plastic waste on this 10-kilometer stretch of beach. It suddenly struck me, what if we could use all this waste plastic and build something impressive to create awareness globally of plastic pollution? It seemed like a crazy idea at the time, but what if Ali and his team could recycle all this plastic waste and use it to build a traditional sailing dhow? And then we could sail it down the coast of East Africa, stopping at villages along the way, to demonstrate how we can turn trash into treasure instead of throwing plastic away.
Each rib is one tree. By making this dhow out of plastic, we are saving also the forests. And these are planks, also made of recycled plastic.
Indeed, we had a vision, and because the way we have been just seeing our environment, our beaches and the ocean, how they've been overwhelmed by all these trashes of plastic. So we came with this idea on what can we do to do this awareness and make a change. So we launched this dhow in 2018, and this was the launching where it was being visited by some ministers in our government, and a lot of media around the world came to cover our story, as many people, they didn't believe on our crazy idea as we started this project. I remember that time, my colleagues, they were saying that it is impossible. but I had my say that nothing is impossible. In Swahili, we say kila kitu inawezekana. So it was a success mission. And as we had the first dream to build the bigger one, then we had a lot of challenge behind it. And then we had to do this as a prototype. So finishing our all the 3 expedition, and one I remember we done very well by the help of UNEP, United Nations Environmental Assembly, and other stakeholders. They joined us hand, and we had the first all the way Lamu to Zanzibar, almost 550 kilometers, stopping in every community, educating them, joining dots in all environmental stakeholders, trying to do the beach cleanups and education around all different community in our East African shore, and come together to try to tackle this waste pollution of plastic. We continue on our expedition also doing the testing and research on all microplastic in our ocean and in the water bodies. We continue meeting all boat builders and trying to talk about this, that the waste is not a waste, but we can do something valuable, and how we can conserve the environment in all problem which we are facing at the moment. We met different high ranks, presidents and ministers in different areas, and they were really interested with our project. And after the 3 expedition is when now we came back to my homeland and started to open a recycling and waste facility area, where we started to collect plastic around our region. And we have been doing a lot with the help of different stakeholders by believing our vision, because we started this as a volunteering project for almost 6 years, 7 years. We've been just doing volunteering, many people joining us as just volunteering with all their ideas, engineers, and many different areas. So the project moves in all the areas at the moment, from the collecting of plastic, bringing this awareness. Then we have a proper facility where we are doing all the processing of the material, from the crush, starting on the collection and all shredding, washing, sorting into different sizes, and then now also creating some different mold. In the beginning, we had just open mold with our how we build the dhows and parts, and then we learn a lot and sharing skills from different areas. It was so good and great for this journey. Now we are producing good quality material in our facilities, and not only boats, but we also create a lot of different things, because I grew up as a carpenter and a boat builder. So we are doing a lot of different things. We're making beautiful furnitures around us. We are going in different areas. And the key point is on how I can transfer these traditional skills and knowledge to the coming generation. So we have been doing a lot, receiving so many interns from different parts of the world and the university, sharing and trying to train and give them all the traditional we have. Different areas. So it has been a long journey since that time. And at the moment, we have been really having a lot of interest people to come and join our facility, learning for some months. And we have been also sometimes collaborating with our bodies of education in the Polytechnic here, exchange skills, trying to take their students from their side, bring them to our site here, giving them a lot of more knowledge where it's, and surely we are in 3 pillars where we are based mostly in this innovation. We are making our generation to be more creative in producing and coming up with new things. And also we are looking forward mostly in the education part, where we are just trying to include all schools, all bodies, communities, and we are bringing them together so as we can all run in the same path. So for this, we didn't stop there. We're also trying to do the influence in our in our laws on how we can control this unnecessary use of single-use plastic, which it has been so great in our country, and I think many areas in the world also they try to adapt, because I believe, I have no doubt that all of us, we are tired with this problem of plastic. An example, sometimes I take my classes, my student around, going to the slaughtering site, visit them in the dumping site, and they see this mess. And everybody, I believe, is not only in Lamu, it's around the world. This is the material, we just form it for about 1 century. Is a new thing which is, I think, is not adapting to our environment, is not adapting to our health. We see so many animals are suffering and they're dying because of this material. And who is producing all this? Who is causing all this damage to our planet? We are the one. So I think we have tried our best, and we believe that the more people they're going to understand about this problem is on how we can now come together and try to tackle this together. So we are on a way that we should just continue, bring all these people to come and understand this is a problem of everybody. So my other student, we build them this a canoe together, and they are really enjoying it. It's still here for almost 5 years now, and it's operating, and it's so well built. But still, we are learning a lot until today, because we just jumped to this skill of plastic boats and building these things from recycled plastic. But there's a many challenge we are really facing until today. We see a lot of some material are contaminated when you're trying to do our recycling there. So there's a lot of still challenge we are facing in our research and development. And but we are so glad that many people are willing to assist and help us in different areas. Like in the beginning of our dhow, I was just doing with the normal caulking with the cotton, and then we have been assisted with a welding gun. So the first dhow you saw it in the which we launched it, I have refurbished it. This material now you can see around here is all now produced in our factory here, and we have now tried to make it seal, weld it with a welding gun with the same recycled material. So it's a process. We have been just starting from that, and now we are so great that many people are getting interested, and we have a lot of booking from different university to send their interns students. At the moment, we have 3 here. Yeah, one from Norway, 2 from UK. They are all here. One is for 2 months, and 2 they are here for 6 weeks. So it's a very interested moment at the moment. We didn't stop there. We have also tried to build different other dhows, including one which we have been assisted to do, like electric moving dhow or a boat. We call it tax in our left side. We can see there. And the latest one I made it just end of last year. It was the barge. You can see it. This one is just made up of just floating drums, and it helps us a lot in carrying plastic from different parts in our environment, crossing to different islands. We have a lot of islands in our area, biggest 3 islands, but this now it can enable to cross in different islands, pick the plastic and bring to our site so as we can process them. And also it helps us to send other product, like in fact today we have just loaded some desk which is all made from recycled plastic, which we are donating to other schools in the other island, which is so amazing for the student, because they always use soft wood desk and they used to break all the time. So the moment we are giving those kids the knowledge on how to protect the environment and make use of this unnecessary plastic, so we tell them now, look, all your wrappers, all your ropes, and they are making this. And sometimes we also invite different schools to come here, give them a short training, 1-day workshop, sometimes 3 days, and different organizations have been just joining to come and getting training. In fact, at the moment, we have been also been booked by Central Africa to give them some training on how we can process, on how we are doing all these things about the plastic in the environment. And at the moment, a very interesting story, we have been commissioned by Toronto to build this model dhow, which is going to be exhibited in different part of the world. So this dhow is also among the recycled plastic. I started last month, and we are planning it to launch it or to get ready in August. It's going to be a really model of Lamu dhow, which is going to travel and give all the story about how the Indian Ocean and the trade has been working. Good enough is another challenge of this dhow. I got it is I need to make it into 2 parts. So it's going to be dismantled and pack it so as you can just pick this dhow in your pickup and travel with it in any area, and then just join it together, show the exhibition, and then it will be an amazing. So it's all a Lamu design dhow completely, but made entirely from a recycled plastic. And for this short part, I will also maybe show you a small video again so as we can get together on how we have been running this journey. I'll make a story. This is our dream. We had it in the beginning to build a bigger dhow so as we could travel around the world. As I remember in the first clip, we just planned our expedition all the way to Cape Town in South Africa. Unfortunately, the material and the consistent of the thing, because it was a very new thing for us, I could not prove it to make a bigger dhow like this. But today, we are ready 100%. We have been really getting joined hand by naval architect, different engineers willingly come to assist us because it has been an amazing project. So watch another video so as that then we can come together. And any question, I'm so happy to hear from you, my colleagues. Karibuni.
So the waste that we take is processed here at our facility, and we create lumber or planks, which are basic building blocks for anything, boats or furniture. And we have traditional craftsmen here who are putting it together, who are carving it, molding it into like really beautiful things. But we also have like a younger generation of students who are learning from them and learning not just the craftsmanship itself, but the theory on circular economy and how that combines into what we're doing. So understanding the cause and also the solution.
We are now working on a prototype for a 24-meter ocean-going sailing dhow, made up of 100% recycled plastic lumber.
Seven years ago, this was the kind of recycled plastic which we have been making, and our trial of the first recycled dhow, and it has a lot of effect of big bubbles inside. Now, through research and development, we are making a proper lumbers, and you can see how solid are they and high quality. And we are ready now to build 24 meters dhow.
Plastic essentially is problematic because of how we've managed it and how we've abused it. Now, the completion of building the big boat, to me, is the journey of completing everything that's behind it. Do we have the right policies in place? Do we manage waste in place? How can we redesign things? Are these plastics usable? So a building of a boat from this problematic material and doing it properly means getting everything that goes into it correct as well. And we as an organization advocate for a world without single-use plastics. If it can't be reused, and by reused I mean it really has to be fully circular, at every level, then it shouldn't exist in the first place.
By training people all these different skills, we basically also just create this pool of skilled people who can go out there, be trainers, be educators, be builders and innovators, and spread the message further. What excites me about this big boat is not only that we will show technically, we will have innovated, we will have done it, but when it's going out there, it will be a moving training center, a moving toolkit, a moving learning on the innovation and research that we have done, and bring that to other areas.
My hope, if people get to understand our vision and mission, then is to have a world without unnecessary single-use plastic.
Good. I think that has been our journey for 10 years. And in fact, we've been just recently launching our 10 years anniversary with all what we have been trying to achieve. And with the help of God and help of everybody who has been getting involved, we have been success project. And it has been really in our heart. We believe we can do this change. I thank my family. I thank all my team. I thank you all, my members, where you have been trusting and giving us hope on how we can proceed in this journey, because the journey is long. The journey needs a high part of collaboration. The journey needs all hands in this planet to join together so as we can save our planet, we can save our generation, we can save our species, because we are the master of this planet. And without us acting now, then it will be, unfortunately, for ourselves and for the coming generation. So we are really hoping to join dots together and make everybody understand about this problem. Is a problem for all of us, is affecting every individual in this planet at the moment. Is a good material. We need to make very good use of it, but we should not use the way we are. It's really now out of control. And the moment we are looking at that graph, before we had our recycling here, we thought, oh, inshallah, when we are going to build this recycling here, I think maybe the graph of plastic will reduce. But it's wrong. The graph of production is higher than the way we are trying to solve this problem. So we need everybody to come together and make sure that the world is safe. We are crying, we are begging, we are asking everyone to join us together. Thank you for this, and anybody who has a question, I'll be happy to come with you. Thank you so much.
Ali, thank you so much. I'm sure I'm not alone in this feeling. My brain is firing off. My heart is firing off. This is just such incredible work that you're doing. If anyone has a question, please do pop it in the chat. We'll see if we may be able to get to a few, but I'm going to go ahead and kick it off, which is, it is so inspiring how you've taken these traditional skills, passed them forward, but have been so innovative in taking waste and transferred it into a resource that can be used above and beyond the boats. How can we help support, to your last point, expanding the information that you're doing, pulling in more students, universities, more partnerships, and really make this big boat journey that you're about to set out on really an ambassador for innovation and for change?
Is that to me question?
I asked you a lot of questions on that one. In short, how can we help support your work, and especially what it is that you're doing with training, with education, and with the knowledge?
I think, first of all, is we are so thankful with many universities among Newcastle, Northumbria, some part in Kenya, and other part of the world. They have been really following us up, and some of their expertise have been just coming by themselves. As you see this, so it was just a volunteering project. It was not, we were not funded before, and they have been really helping us a lot in accessing, sometimes we can say, grant because at the moment we have almost 50 people full-time employed. The only part which now could sustain my project on itself is only the carpentry parts, which this was my background of my ancestors. But all others, from the collection, transport logistics, sorting, we have all people in the office, engineering, operation of the machines, is all need a support because we believe this is a producers which could come and assist this thing. Although at the moment we have accessed some little fund from plastic credit, which is never covering everything, but we say something is better than nothing. So at least we have something, people have trusted on us, although they have a lot of procedure in getting those small cents. And we still have a big vision. And the big vision is getting a support on how we can collaborate, because our main vision at the moment is how we can get different people from different part of the world come together, set up these big boats together as our piece, not Lamu piece or not Kenyan piece, as our piece of the world, bring it together, access the fund. I know there's many people who they can know where we can access grants somewhere, people can donate and support this project. We have been working out what's needed is about completely maybe about £3 million, which can cover the cost of the production, the cost of making, the cost of research, because even what we are doing, we still need to hand over the research. Because the research in plastic, every day people are coming with new version of things. We had 6 kind of plastic types. Number 7 is others. Out of others now today is thousands of others. So it's, where are we going? Where are we heading? So we need all expertise. We need all capable people who can assist us, because we are ready in the ground to go with this mission. And the mission is how we can save our planet. So it's different angle of people, their donation, their skill, their effort, their doing. We are happy to receive anything.
And to your point, it's going to take all of us. And this is not a problem that is unique to Kenya. It's everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Let me ask a quick question. I think we're going to be able to have some resources for you in terms of connecting some additional students. Gabriella has a question on how did you get momentum for this project during the early stages? Gabriella is also in the early stages of a similar project in the Caribbean.
Perfect. It's because I remember when I was very young, 7, 10 years, we used to play in our beaches, and there was some little plastic around, but not the way I reached finishing my high school, be ready, being a carpenter known, operating my dhow, and the sea and the ocean was overwhelmed. You know, you go to the beach, almost 90% is not compost, is not natural stuff, is not any more leaves, it's plastic scattered. And these things were not melting it. They were ever there. You can go on a certain beach, after next year you go back, you see the same thing is still there. Unfortunately, starting to degrade. And then when I met my first co-founder, who is the idea of this project, Mr. Ben Morrison, joined soon by Dipesh Pabari, Katarina, and others, Leonard from German, Victor from France. Many people, they start to join us and say, wow, this is the thing we should do. So the main thing which it was on how we can tackle that problem. And in the beginning, I thought, how can we turn off this type of plastic not to arrive here? But unfortunately, it's not so easy like that. It's a big, wide lobby, or I can say the source of petroleum, because they make this as another alternative of how they can. So, but they are all our brothers. They are all our human natures. So we have to think. I know they are making money. The plastic industry is really doing well, but we can have alternative. Today, the technology is much further than all the years passed before us, count any centuries, count any people before us, we are very much in advance. We can use our natural material to process the similar stuff rather than plastic. So what made us do that is on how we can tackle this now.
And to do so together. I mean, the plastic tap absolutely needs to be turned off. And in the meantime, it is so incredible how you're taking this waste and really turning it into a new resource that we could be able to use and be able to extend and make a new industry in that way too, even though we certainly want to change it. Ali, thank you so much for your incredible work. We're going to take a moment now and split up into the campfire sessions, and I'm sure everyone's going to have a lot of questions for you.
Thank you.
Hang tight, everyone. You'll be shuffled into your campfires shortly.